Hi everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. Now Thanksgiving is just around the corner and today I'm going to be preparing a beautiful dressing. Now whether you're preparing turkey, chicken or pork, it'll be the perfect side dish. Now the first thing I'm going to do is hydrate my craisins. Now these are the ones that I'm using right here. It says 50% less sugar. You don't want your dressing to be overly sweet. Just want to add just a little bit of flavor in there. Now I've got 1 cup of craisins right here. And I'm going to add just enough hot water to cover them. You want them to be nice and soft and plump when you put them in with the rest of the ingredients. And I'm going to set them aside until I'm ready to use them. Now I've got my skillet right here and it's nice and hot. I'm going to add some olive oil, about a tablespoon. I'm going to add my onions. Now I'm using 1 cup of green chopped onions. Now you can use your favorite onions. I've got 1 cup of chopped celery. Now I didn't chop them up too small because I like texture in my dish. So it's been about 2 minutes. The onions and the celery look perfect. Now I'm going to add my garlic. I've got 2 large garlic cloves, finely minced. I'm going to put them in here and I'm just going to move them around for about 1 minute. You don't want to burn your garlic. Now I'm going to add my sausage. I have 1 pound of mild Italian sausage. Now if you want a little bit of heat, you can use a hot one. So I'm going to add it into my skillet. Now I'm just going to move everything around until the sausage is well cooked. Now while I'm cooking my sausage on medium-low, I'm going to zest 1 orange. Now you don't want to leave this out because it'll just be perfect in your dressing. The whole orange, and it doesn't have to be a big one. Oh, it smells so good. And that's the whole orange. You can eat this later. Oh, it smells wonderful out here. And while the sausage continues to cook on medium-low, I'm going to break up my cornbread. Here it is. I baked this last night. Now I'm going to be using about 4 cups of cornbread, and I'm going to break it up in here. Now I don't like to use really big pieces and not too small. And I want to make sure that I have about 4 cups. Now once I add all the rest of the ingredients, it may get a little mushy. So that's why I don't like to break it up into really small pieces. And I think this is just perfect like this. Now this is about 4 cups. And I have 3 cups of bread that I've toasted. I'm going to put them in here. You can use your favorite bread. Now the one that I'm using right here is half of a loaf. See? This is the way I got it at the grocery store. And I used about 3/4 of it. Just make sure that you have about 3 cups. Now you can use all cornbread or you can use all bread. But I like the combination of both. There's something about the flavor. Now I'm just going to set this aside and continue cooking my sausage. So my sausage is perfect. Now I'm ready to season it. I've got 2 1/3 teaspoon of rubbed sage. I have 1 teaspoon of dried thyme. I have 1 3/4 teaspoon of crushed rosemary. I'm going to add some pepper, some salt. You can add as much as you want. And I'm going to add some chopped parsley. Now I'm going to replace my lid and I'm just going to let it simmer like this for about 2 minutes, making sure that everything comes in together perfectly. Now while I have everything simmering, I'm going to prepare my broth. I'm going to be using Better Than Bouillon, chicken flavored. I'm going to pour 2 cups of hot water and I'm going to add 2 of the Better Than Bouillon, chicken flavored, so that it'll dissolve and be ready when I need it. I think I have about 1 teaspoon left in here. Yeah, that's good. Now I may not use a whole 2 cups. I use anywhere between 1 3/4 to 2 cups. Now I'm just gonna set it aside until I'm ready to use it. So my sausage is ready. Now I'm gonna turn off the heat and I'm ready to put everything together. Now here's my cornbread and bread. I'm gonna put all my sausage mixture in here. Now I'm gonna add my cranberries. I already drained them. I'm gonna add 1/3 cup of chopped pecans. You can use walnuts or you can leave them out if you don't want any in here. Oh, I can make a meal out of this. I'm gonna set it aside for just a little bit and I'm gonna chop my apple. Now I always leave the apple for last because I don't want it to get brown or anything. Now you can use your favorite apple. This is an opal gold and I love this apple because it's sweet. But as long as your apple is sweet, it'll be just fine. Then you can nibble on this later. And I'm just gonna chop it up, not too small, not too big. And that's good. See, now I'm gonna add my apples into the bowl. Oh, you're gonna love this. Now I'm ready to add it into my dish. I'm gonna be using this 9 by 13 dish. And I'm gonna spray it lightly with some non-stick spray. Just like that. Now I'm gonna dump everything into the dish. And I'm gonna put it in place. Now I'm gonna put in 5 tablespoons of melted butter. Just get it in there as best as you can. And I'm gonna pour in my broth, anywhere between 1 3/4 cup to 2 cups. I'll let you know. That's perfect. That's 1 3/4 of a cup of broth. Now I'm gonna cover it up with aluminum foil and I've got my oven set at 350 degrees. I'm gonna put it in there for 40 minutes, but I'm only gonna let it be in there covered for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I'm gonna remove the aluminum foil and let it continue baking the last 20. Total 40 minutes. So my dressing is ready. Come take a look. I like to add just a little bit more parsley so it'll look pretty. Now it's time to serve. Oh, look at this. Now it's time for the taste test. Oh. This is absolutely delicious. Now, you know that little bit of sweetness from the apples and the craisins mixed in with the cornbread and the sausage makes it a winner. So this is my wonderful side dish dressing. If you like my recipe, give me a thumbs up. Send me a comment and tell me what you think. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you.